Summers.
I, Dave Summers,
Do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will support
that I will support
the Constitution and laws of the United States
the Constitution and laws of the United States,
and the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington
the Constitution and laws of the State of Washington,
and the provisions of the Charter and ordinances of Snohomish County.
and the provision of the Charter and ordinances of Snohomish County,
That I will faithfully,
and that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and honestly perform
and honestly perform
and discharge the duties
and discharge the duties
of the office of County Executive
of the office of County Executive
for a 4-year term
for a 4-year term,
according to law,
according to law,
to the best of my ability.
to the best of my ability.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And I do have some written comments, but I will keep them fairly brief, I hope. And first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. And really looking forward to the coming year, the coming years, working with all of you. And thank you for being here. And I especially want to thank my wife, Elaine, and my mother-in-law, Mary Ann, for being here and all the support they've given me over the years. Thank you. And I also first really want to thank Executive Lubbock for his service to our county and our communities and our state. We didn't always agree on everything, but I've never questioned his commitment to his ideals, and I wish him the very best in his future endeavors, and I know he'll be successful in everything he does. And it's an honor of my lifetime, really, to be elected as county council and serve the people of Snohomish County, whether as a member of the council or now as executive. We have a lot of hard work to do for the people we serve, and if you read the Herald yesterday, they gave it a nice summary of the challenges we're facing. I know the people who share the hard work of governing, county employees, the county council, fellow elected officials, and our partners throughout the county and region are decent, fair-minded public servants. I intend to be their partner. We cannot solve our problems alone, whether it is tackling homelessness, improving public safety, lessening traffic congestion, fostering economic development, or making growth more rational. We must forge new and stronger partnerships and work together. This is not an option. It is essential for success and a top priority of my administration. And I'd like to thank Councilmember Terry Ryan, Councilmember Brian Sullivan, Councilmember Stephanie Wright, and Councilmember Kevin Klein for their leadership and passion. And working together, we can make substantial progress on all the important county issues facing the county. And thank you. And our best wishes to Councilman Sullivan. I know he's mending from shoulder surgery today. As a former council member myself, I understand and respect the council's role in county governance. We may not always agree, but together we will chart a positive and productive course forward. The 5 members of the county council will be my closest allies as we work to make Snohomish County stronger. With your partnership, we will succeed. Let me share just a little story. As a biologist working for Toledo tribes in the 1980s, I had the privilege of joining with Snohomish County. It was really led by the county council at that time, working with PDS staff. And over a 2-year period, we worked hand in hand to oppose a oil pipeline that was called the Northern Tier Pipeline. Would have gone from Port Angeles down the peninsula, under Puget Sound, popped up at Stanwood, over to Arlington, down through the county, and up over Snoqualmie Pass and back to Chicago. And it was a 42-inch pipeline, much like the Alaska pipeline. And the county was opposed to it, Toledo was opposed to it, and we worked hand in hand. And together, that pipeline was denied by Governor Spellman in 1983, but it really taught me early on in my career the power of working together for common purpose. The people who work for Snohomish County, those charged with executing the many important tasks that make our lives better on a daily basis, are one of our greatest assets. With them, we can overcome any challenges. I will spend the coming months listening to you. I want to hear your thoughts about improving how we do business. Please feel free to share your ideas with me. I am more than willing to admit that I do not have all the answers. We have some very complicated issues we need to address, but one thing I do know, together we can solve all problems. Let me explain just briefly my vision for Snohomish County. I believe we can and must fix our county's finances and return us to a more stable economic base. I believe we must ensure the highest level of integrity in the executive's offices in every aspect of county government. And I believe we must renew our commitment to customer service. And I believe we must ensure our communities are safe and secure. And we must treat vulnerable populations with dignity. And finally, I believe we must do all we can to strengthen our local economy while protecting our natural heritage. Let me provide some specific examples of how we will achieve this vision. First, we will identify a financially sound plan to replace the courthouse, an essential cornerstone of our criminal justice system. This week, I will convene a working committee consisting of representatives of my office, the council, the courts, and other relevant elected officials to review our options for a replacement courthouse. I will ask that the courthouse working committee make recommendations about the best paths forward. Second, I will initiate a new budget process that is open and collaborative, involving the council and other elected officials as full partners. I will launch this process in consultation with the county council, and we'll begin planning for the 2017 budget process, as well as address the revenue shortfall we faced in 2016. We'll do this together in a spirit of cooperation and humility that our constituents expect. Third, I will propose to our cities and towns that we create a countywide council of governments to discuss and plan joint efforts in addressing our common challenges: traffic, homelessness, crime, growth management, and economic development. I will ask for commitment for our top elected officials to this effort in order to strengthen our partnerships across the county and across jurisdictional borders. We will look for areas where we can work alone to strengthen our community, and also areas where we can partner with businesses and nonprofits. And finally, I will propose an employee-led process to examine the services we provide to our customers, our residents, and our businesses, and how we can improve the delivery of those services. Again, I do not have all the answers, but believe that together we can improve our service to the community and improve Snohomish County as a place to work, live, and raise a family. We must earn the trust of our residents every single day and deliver services for them in an efficient, ethical, and timely manner. Today marks the formal beginning of our new administration, and I'd just quickly like to introduce some of those who will be working with me. Marcia Eisenberg will be my interim deputy executive. Eric Parks, chief of staff. Susan Dealey, executive director for public safety and human services. Kendi Yamaguchi, trade and economic development director. Who's Kendi? Arif Gauss, airport director. Barb Mock will be serving as interim planning and development services director. Steve Thompson, public works director. Tom Tigan, parks department director. Mary Jane Grell, Vukovic, MJ, I know what to say, MJ. My apologies. Human Services Director. Ricardo Cruz, Interim Human Resources Director. John Amos, Interim Finance Director. Mark Thunberg, Facilities Director. Dr. Seelove is Medical Examiner. Jason Bierman, Interim Emergency Management Director. And Randley Manley, Acting Information Services Director. I'm looking forward to all the opportunities ahead for the residents of Snohomish County and our region. As a former tuba player in the Husky Marching Band, I learned along the way that folks didn't come just to listen to me. It came as a shock when I found that out. But then I learned that they actually came to see the football game. But in a band, we all had to play together to work in harmony. It's the only way it worked. The same thing is true here at Snohomish County. Together, we'll move our community forward and do something important for our families and neighbors and make this a great place to work also. Thank you for coming today, and please stay to enjoy some of the refreshments, and please feel free to give me your ideas and suggestions, and let's have a great 2016.